Use of lexicons is a vital part of research, and this video shows some of the ways in which they can be used in Logos. Please note that most of the lexicons shown in this video are not included in the Silver base package, but are available for individual purchase or in other Logos packages. Open your library in a floating window and identify all the lexicons using the lexicon filter available under the type facet. To prioritize them, open the Prioritize pane and drag some over to it. Put BDAG at the top, followed by the Dictionary with Semantic Domains, the Theological Dictionary of the New Testament, and the Lexicon Theological Word Book. You can open one by clicking it, such as TD&T. You can navigate in the lexicon using the table of contents. To open the article on Zao, for example, successively open the relevant sections until you get to the one you are looking for. Or you can enter the lemma directly into the find box, and if you don't have a Greek keyboard, you can copy the term from the biblical text. Right-click Living in verse 38, select the lemma, and click Copy. You can then paste it into the lexicon and press Enter to update the lexicon to the correct article. Alternatively, use transliteration by entering G:"ZAO and selecting the word from the drop-down menu. Another way of finding references to words in a lexicon is through the search feature. In basic mode, search for a Greek term such as Zao by entering G:"ZAW and selecting the Greek word. Then instead of searching all resources, just select your open lexicon from the list. Run the search to find all places in the lexicon where this word is discussed. You can also search lexicons for biblical references in a similar way. Enter John 7:38 enclosed in pointed brackets and run the search to find all places where this verse is discussed, however it is referred to. If you right-click a word in the biblical text and ensure the lemma is selected, then you get a list of relevant lexicons, in prioritized order, on the left. Click one to open it to the appropriate article. So there are lots of different ways to get at relevant information in lexicons. The first thing you see in BDAG is the typical dense layout of this lexicon. But Logos makes reading some lexicons much easier by utilizing the outline format resource filter, which makes them much easier to read. Also note that the reference to John 7:38 is highlighted. This is due to the Emphasize Active References resource visual filter, which highlights references to any passage currently open in your Bible or other resources. Lexicons are clearly very important for study, and Logos provides many different ways of engaging with them and getting to the right information. Just as most lexicons are available only in some of the higher base packages or other bundles, so too some of the sections and guides only really come into their own with additional resources. So we're going to finish this series of videos by returning to the passage and exegetical guide and seeing some of these additional capabilities. Rerun the passage guide on John 7:37-39 and open the ancient literature section. This shows how the passage is referenced in groupings of ancient literature in your library that have been specifically tagged to support this. Details on this are available in the ancient literature dataset documentation. Hover over the first Augustine quotation to see that Augustine quotes it. Click the link to go directly to the quotation in context. Note that if you don't have the relevant resource in your library, the link will still be shown in this section, but there will be no pop-up data. Ambrose alludes to John 7:37 and 38. The Odes of Solomon pick up the idea of water to the thirsty, and so on. The ancient literature section is a powerful way to explore where biblical passages are picked up in other important literature. Rerun the exegetical guide on John 7:37-39 to explore a lot of information about the original manuscripts of the Bible. Expand the textual variants section to get access to a range of reference information. Textual commentaries draw attention to textual variants. Hovering over an entry provides a pop-up, while clicking on one opens it to the appropriate point. The apparatuses section provides access to a range of apparatuses, which show when there are variants and what those variants are in the original manuscripts. The additions section provides easy access to a range of original language texts, and even one-click access to a comparison of various texts. Opening online manuscripts provides access to online repositories of manuscripts for the New Testament only. The grammar section highlights grammatical information from the passage and provides reference links to your New Testament Greek grammars. You don't get most of these resources in the Silver package, But this video does show some of the extra added value available from a combination of additional resources and associated tagging. Thank you for watching the Logos Academic and Theologian Study Series. We hope this video series has been helpful in equipping you to use Logos as you engage the text and the message of the Bible.